Hey America, Demonmaster here. Well, today I'm out at the Matt Family Orchard, and it's a little northwest of Houston, and I'll have a link to it so that you can get the exact directions. But it's a beautiful place out here. It's a family-owned small orchard. As you can see behind me, pan over here a little bit. Those are persimmon trees. And I mean, there are persimmons as far as the eye can see. And lots of people out here picking them. I'm going to try to get a hold of Mr. Matt when he's not so busy and ask him a few questions about the area and the farm and the history. But if you get the opportunity, it's a great place to bring the family. As you can see behind me, there's areas out here where the kids can play. They got picnic tables, so you can bring a lunch, bottle of wine, and have a great time. I'm going to try to walk around through the orchard and talk to some people and get their input on what they think about the place. But I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back in a little bit. Just to give you some idea of how big this orchard is, I'm standing about halfway into it on a lane that cuts down through the middle, and as you can see how many trees to that end. And let me just swing around. These are all persimmons, and they are loaded and they are ripe. I would suggest, if you like persimmons, you might want to get here in the next couple days. All the way to the end. That's a lot of persimmons. Well, as you can tell, I never got a chance to talk to Mr. Matt at the orchard. It was fairly busy, and the line that you saw in the last shot stayed that way for 2-3 hours, and I finally had to leave. But if you like, you can Google it. Just go online and put in Matt, M-A-T-T, Family Orchard, Tomball, Texas. And they have a website on there that give you directions and lists everything that they have out there. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be kind of short this week. I think it's really important that we try to support all the family-owned businesses. When I did my trip back in '08 and I went around the country, I noticed fewer and fewer family-owned restaurants, cafes, or like this, pick-it-yourself orchard. More and more things are becoming corporate and corporate-owned, and the little guy's getting squeezed out. And I'm afraid there's a segment of our soul that's getting squeezed out as well. There's some things you can't replace with bigger in places like where we were today, it's what I'm seeking out in the state of Texas. And I'd like to see more people do that around the country. If we can support these places, we not only provide a living for the families that run them, but we provide a history and a legacy that we can pass to our children and our children's children. A lot of people share that orchard. I talked to a lot of people while I was out there, and almost every one of them that I talked to said they've been coming out there for a long time. They bring their kids out for birthday party, or they went out with their sweethearts with a bottle of wine and a picnic lunch. And it's a place to go that is rapidly disappearing in our country. We need to support these. And as I go around the state, I won't always get to talk to the owners. I hope to from time to time, but that's not the important thing. I'm not promoting this like a commercial or a business. I'm promoting what I think's important and what I feel America needs. And these are the things that I would like to see flourish, and more of them pop up. Hopefully I'm going to try to do this every week as time allows, and I should be able to get it recorded and edited and up and posted by Mondays. So once you find the link, you can just subscribe to the YouTube, and every time I post one, it'll notify you via email that there's a new one up. I've sent out all the notices I'm going to send out, so if you want to see it, it's up to you to find it. I do this on my own dime, so I'm not obliging to anyone. But if you do have a suggestion or a request or any comment, please leave it. And if it's within my power to do so, I'll visit whatever place you recommend. I'd like to in the future be able to include some of my buddies that I ride with. We'll see how that works out. There's some wonderful places here in Texas that I've been to, and I'm going to revisit a lot of them. Now that I have the camcorder, I can do things that I couldn't do with just, a camera. I think maybe we'll get a different flavor. Bear with me, because I'm new at this. I know nothing about editing. I know nothing about using a camcorder. I bought the software package, and so I'm fumbling through it. So hopefully, as time goes on, it'll get better. But I have to work for a living, so I don't get to spend all that much time. I just hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, forward it to your friends. And if you don't enjoy it, forward it to your enemies. Keep them off balance. Till the next time, America, it's the Demonmaster. Hang in there.